Good morning, my lovely single ladies. I am coming to you today. My name is Michelle Jambaldou, and I am a relationship and dating coach. And I want to talk about not settling. So, I think as women, we tend to, make excuses for the men in our lives, especially if they're not really right for us. I think I work with quite a few clients who have had relationships that have ended simply because they ended up settling for the person that wasn't right for them. And they would make excuses for him to their family and to their friends, and you know the family and friends would say, this guy really just is not the right guy for you. He doesn't compliment you. He doesn't have the qualities that you talk about that are important to you in a relationship. And so I think it's really important to hold out for what we really want, because if we settle, then we're not going to be happy and the relationship isn't going to go well. We're going to end up disappointed, or we're going to end up hurt, or we're going to get our hearts broken, or whatever the case may be. So for example, and I'm just going to use like just various clients. I have a client that, she was really in love with a guy that, really was a womanizer. And she thought that maybe she'd be able to change him, or once he got with her, he'd settle down. He'd sown his wild oats already. He was over that. But he really wasn't. And he was cheating on her. And it just caused a lot of heartache for her. And she got to a point where she lost her identity, lost her sense of who she was, because she was trying to become something that she wasn't in order to please this man. So it just became a really difficult situation for her. And she ended up obviously having to come into therapy because, and have some coaching sessions, because of the fact that, she lost herself in this relationship and had given so much of her time in this relationship for years, and it didn't turn out well for her. And she just felt frustrated that she'd wasted so much time on the wrong man. So I really implore you, if there is a guy that is of interest to you, that you really take a look at who he is and what he has to offer you. And I don't mean necessarily offer you financially. That's not what I mean. I mean offer you in terms of his moral character, his beliefs, things of that nature, because those things are really important. Those are the things you're going to be living with on a daily basis with him. If you get into a relationship with him, if you decide to move in with him, if you decide to get married to this man, you want to be on the same page, especially when it comes to like possibly having children and raising your children. You don't want to find out later that the guy is, an atheist and you're a Christian, and he doesn't want to raise his children in the faith. So that would be a disaster. Or let's say you met a guy and he's a heavy smoker and you hate smoking. You're not going to get him to stop smoking. So why get involved with somebody that's a smoker, or somebody that's not healthy, that doesn't take care of themselves? They don't work out. They don't eat right. And then you get involved with somebody that's a couch potato, that's lazy, that just likes to sit on the couch and eat all day. And it's just like trying to mix oil and water together. The two don't go together. So we don't want to just settle just to say we have somebody. I think a lot of women end up doing that. I've seen it. Trust me, ladies, I have seen it. I have seen it. I have worked with it. I have experienced it in my own life. Not me personally settling, but just women that I know, former roommates, former coworkers, former friends, that would literally settle for a guy just to say they had one. Some of these guys were married and, were taking a break from their marriage and would move in with a woman, and these women would accept that. It was normal to them. It didn't even faze them. Other times they would be with a man, and they knew he was in love with somebody else, but they'd still take him on any under any circumstances, just to say that, they had somebody, or they were getting great sex out of him, or whatever. And it's really sad to see that happen, because I see it happen to a lot of high achieving women who have so much to offer and so much going for them, and yet they settle for this bullshit that these men throw out there at them. And they take him for his word. Oh, well, I'm in the middle of I'm going to be getting a divorce. So, oh, I don't really love that person anymore. Whatever it is that he says to get them to go for it, they just go for it, and they don't question it. And if there's warning signs there, they just ignore them or push them aside, thinking, that it's going to be different with them, that somehow there's some magical powers there that's going to change this person. There's no such thing. And we can't change anybody. We just have to either accept somebody for what they are, and know when you're getting involved with that person that this person is not relationship material, or this is not going to go anywhere, and not to take it seriously. Or don't waste your time and get involved with somebody like that if you're looking for a real relationship. Trust a man when he tells you, I'm really not looking for a relationship. And sometimes they'll lie and say that they are, but their actions speak otherwise. Their actions are showing you that they're not relationship material, that they're not ready for a relationship. If they're non-communicative, if they've left another woman to come to you, they'll do the same thing to you. Okay? You have you have to consider yourself a prize to be won. A prize to be won. Just keep saying that to yourself over and over. I am a prize to be won, and I deserve the best. I deserve the best, and I want the best, and I'm not going to settle. So don't settle, ladies. Don't settle just to be with somebody. Don't settle. Don't settle. Think higher of yourself, and then you'll attract that type of man into your life. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.